Alright folks, today we'll be doing a combination review or a double review between a figure and a vehicle from Star Wars The Clone Wars. The vehicle is the V-19 Torrent Starfighter, and the figure, for lack of a better figure to put in it, is Clone Pilot Goji. I don't have a Clone Trooper Pilot. Actually, I don't. Yes, I don't have Matchstick. I don't have Oddball. I don't have any of the other pilot figures. I did. This is the first pilot figure I have, Goji. So, just for purposes of this review, I put him there because I know I know a lot of you are thinking you should put him in a Y-wing fighter or a B-wing fighter, whatever, Y-wing fighter, and not in a V-19. But I don't have a pilot, so for sake of this review, let's just presume he can pilot the V-19. So let's begin with the Starfighter, the V-19 Torrent Starfighter. It's pretty big, as you can see. I have the camera all the way back, just to accommodate the wingspan of this particular vehicle. It's pretty big. It's thin. The amount of plastic there is just roughly about a regular, Bravo class vehicle or a regular Star Wars vehicle. The price range of this one is a Voyager class Transformer price out here in Manila. It's pretty expensive. This one I would suggest, I'm probably gonna display him. I'm gonna hang him using translucent nylon strings and hang him on from the ceiling. I would suggest you do that, or you could display it this way. This is his landing mode. If you watch the show, the vehicle is actually very show accurate, and there's really nice paint apps to it. Just great amount of detail. Even the panels on the underside of the wings, even the overall sculpt of this figure is just amazing, and I'm pretty glad I actually got it. Yeah, my wife wasn't too convinced when we saw it in packaging because it was just a box, and when we opened it up, actually we purchased this up almost a year ago, and now that I've opened it, she was pretty impressed. So there. Speaking of the packaging, here is a quick look at the packaging. Excuse me. This thing underneath this box. The box is cut up so you could see the diorama that comes with it. It's not too great of a diorama. I'm not really into that. I don't know if I'm going to keep this box, but that's what it is. It's done in this old red and white Clone Wars packaging, and not the Shadow of the Dark Side or Shadow of the Empire packaging like this one. This is Goji's packaging, which we'll discuss. Well, yeah, might as well show it to you now. As you can see, he's part of Wave 3 of the 2010 Clone Wars figures. Yeah, and it is a galactic battle game figure, and therefore he'll have his card. He'll come with a figure stand plus a die right there, and he'll come with two weapons. He's got the Gatling gun, which fires a rocket, and comes with a DC-15 blaster pistol right here. Yeah, I have him holding it because I don't know. Well, that's not make him hold it. The cockpit is quite snug. It's not too tight. It's not as snug as I thought. The legs, where the legs go, is pretty snug, but the clearance on the head is just right. You'll be able to fit any regular-sized Clone Wars figure in it. It doesn't have to be a pilot, but it'd be nice if you get a pilot to fit in it. What's nice about this Goji figure is that the right hand is already in a pistol grip, and he holds the stick very well. So, canopy opens. This canopy pops off very easily. My daughter was playing with this thing for a while, and she kept on popping this thing out. Even when I was trying to fit Goji, and this thing just pops out easily, so be careful with that. I mean, be careful you don't break anything. Snaps in very well. Okay. Features of the vehicle: it's got retractable landing gear right there, both these two. He's got firing missiles right here. It's not very strong, but it's nice. You don't even want to fire it because in the show they're just really blasters. And the most interesting part is you can actually put it into flight mode, which is you just fold the wings down and you fold the rear fin down as well. Come on. Okay. Well, these things really come off. They come disassembled, and you have to assemble it anyway, like that. Pretty tight, but they easily come off. The reason I had trouble was because the locking mechanism right here is very tight, and this thing locks here as well. So, come on. There is no way. Well, you can stand it, I suppose. Oh no, you can't. Oh, okay. It's very difficult to display it in flight mode on the ground. I mean, or on your desk or on your shelf. You'll have to lean it somewhere or lean it on the wall or something like that. But it's pretty big, as you can see. Do I have anything to compare it with? Okay, I have a Scout class figure. I have Bomb Shock, which a lot of you I'm sure already have, or this is a traditional Transformers Scout class figure, and you can see it's pretty big. It's really just big because of the wingspan, but the overall mass is just regular Star Wars vehicle. So it's pretty cool, very accurate to the show, very show accurate. I really like it. And it's gonna be on my ceiling, somewhere in my ceiling. I just need to find a place for it, just like how I did the I can't remember what it is now. One of my other Starfighters, I've hung them on, just like the G.I. Joe vehicles. So there. Very nice, very cool looking set. Okay, so let me just collapse it now. Oh, forgot to retract the landing gear. That's what it looked like. Sorry, I'm making a mess of it. It's just too big for the frame to fit in the camera frame. Anyway, I hope you can appreciate it. Yeah, so very cool. Okay. Okay. Fold everything up. Okay, now let's talk about Goji. It's a pretty decent figure. The sculpt uses the one with the limited articulation, the one that I think Commander Stone has, or yeah. But the helmet is not removable, so it doesn't have the head. So technically, it is a new sculpt. Recycled body of Stone, Commander Stone, I think, yes, and with a recycled head of the pilot head, matchstick, oddball, and whatnot. This thing is supposed to be loose. It's just supposed to be resting on the chest. But I've taken the liberty of not removing the rubber elastic on it because I like it flush on it, just flat on the chest. As you can see, there's limited articulation. The wrists are just swivels. They're not ball hinged, just like that. And the sad fact about it is that the ankles have lost all articulation. So very limited posability in this one. And really, see, they're just going to be piloting vehicles. You really don't need too much articulation. So let me just, does these fit? Very tight fit. Yeah. And let me just arm him. The guns fit very well, I have to say. And yeah. Yeah. Well, this one he needs to hold it with two hands, obviously. It's not good. Okay, well, yeah. Let's make him hold it. I really like this Gatling gun. Ever since I saw the first episode of, what was that? Heavy, where Heavy was in training. Heavy was with the Domino Squad, and he used the Gatling gun all the time. I mean, that was his choice of weapon. When Hasbro comes out with that Heavy figure, I'm gonna get that. So very cool, a very cool clone pilot figure, Goji. Yeah. All right. We'll just keep him here. So there you go. It's my double review of the Star Wars, the Clone Wars, Clone Pilot Goji, with the V-19 Torrent Starfighter. Both toys are sold separately. If you're a big fan of this Starfighter, I suggest you get a Clone Pilot as well because it doesn't come with any figure. But very nice. Both of them are very nice. You don't have to wait for clearance to get them because they're really very awesome. All right, so there you go. Star Wars, the Clone Wars, Clone Pilot Goji, and the V-19 Torrent Starfighter. Thanks for watching.